Hey everyone! Today we're going to do something really cool. We're going to stop just consuming information and actually start building something powerful, your very own personal learning machine. And it's all going to be powered by ChatGPT. So let's dive right in. I mean, wow, that's a pretty bold statement, right? But it points to a massive shift in how we can learn things. The old way of just passively watching videos to pick up a new skill, yeah, that's being completely reimagined. You know the problem with most of these online learning platforms, right? They're totally one size fits all. But with ChatGPT, we can build something different, a dynamic, personal system that is built 100% around your goals. Think of it like this. You can buy a suit off the rack, or you can have one perfectly tailored just for you. We're going for the tailored option. All right, so here's our game plan for building this machine. It's 4 phases. First, we're going to blueprint our own AI-powered degree. Second, we'll get into how to learn smarter, not harder. Third, and this is crucial, we'll put it all into practice and get feedback. And finally, we'll wrap it all up in a 30-day system to make your progress unstoppable. Okay, let's kick things off with phase 1, blueprinting your AI degree. Seriously, this is the foundation. If you get this part right, everything else just clicks into place. So the biggest mindset shift you have to make is right here. Stop treating ChatGPT like a search engine for random facts. From now on, you're going to use it as an architect to build a complete, structured learning system from the ground up. And this is the master prompt that makes the magic happen. Just look at what we're asking for here. Not just facts, but goals, concepts, projects, milestones, even tests. We're telling it to build a complete roadmap that takes you from knowing absolutely nothing to being able to confidently execute the skill. This prompt creates your personal syllabus. Okay, so you've got your blueprint. Now we move on to phase 2, smarter learning. This is all about how to absorb all that information in the most efficient and honestly the most enjoyable way possible. Let's be real for a second. If learning feels like a chore, like you're pushing a boulder uphill, you're just not going to retain it. The real secret is to make knowledge feel lightweight and digestible so it just sticks. This prompt is kind of a secret weapon. I call it lazy mode, and it's brilliant. You're forcing the AI to do all the heavy lifting, boiling down any huge complex topic into its core parts. And the best part? It gives you a cheat sheet you can review in literally 5 minutes. And focusing on just 10 ideas, that's so powerful. It stops you from getting lost in all the tiny, low-value details and makes sure you're mastering the concepts that actually move the needle first. And we can push this even further with the good old 80-20 principle. You know the idea. In any skill, a tiny number of actions produce most of the results. The hard part has always been figuring out what those actions are. Well, until now. This prompt is your ultimate shortcut. It tells the AI, hey, forget the abstract theory. Just give me the practical steps that get real results. It's like getting a direct download of a skill from an expert who knows exactly what works and what doesn't. Which brings us perfectly to phase 3. This is where the rubber meets the road. Practice, feedback, and growth. We're done just consuming information. Now we're going to start turning that knowledge into a real, tangible skill. You know, a great coach doesn't just talk at you. They find your specific weaknesses and help you fix them. Well, now we can basically have that, but without the high price tag. We can create an AI tutor that's on call for you 24/7. The power of this prompt is that it's interactive. It's a conversation. It asks ChatGPT to poke and prod to find the gaps in your knowledge, and then it tailors its explanation specifically to you until that light bulb moment happens. It's true personalized teaching. Okay, I have to be super clear about this. Reading about how to code is not the same as coding. Learning without actually building something is just an illusion of progress. To make any of this real, you have to get your hands dirty with actual projects. This prompt shows you exactly how to do that. And check out that last line, as if you were sitting next to me. That is the magic phrase. It transforms the AI from just a tool into a patient mentor, guiding you step by step and building your real-world confidence. So, you've built something. Awesome. Now what? The single fastest way to get better from here is feedback. And not just your friends saying, oh, that's cool. You need honest, expert-level critique that shows you exactly what you're not seeing. And boom, here is your expert in a box. This prompt is your feedback loop. By telling it to act like a senior expert and be honest and specific, you get the kind of direct, actionable advice that just skyrockets your growth. And even better, it shows you an improved version and explains why it's better. That is just invaluable. And that brings us to the final phase, where we put it all together. Phase 4, the 30-day learning system. This is how we make sure that your progress isn't just a fluke, but a consistent, compounding habit. Just dabbling in a skill here and there, it doesn't lead to mastery. Random efforts don't compound over time. What you really need is a system, a clear plan that takes away the guesswork and basically makes your progress unavoidable. And this is the prompt that builds that entire system for you. It creates a sustainable plan with daily actions that take less than an hour, weekly check-ins, and clear rules. It operationalizes everything we've just talked about and turns your learning machine into a well-oiled engine for growth. So let's just do a quick recap of the 4 pillars of the machine we just built. First, you build a solid blueprint. Second, you learn smartly focusing on the core ideas. Third, you apply that knowledge with real projects and expert feedback. And finally, you systematize the whole thing for consistent long-term growth. And just like that, you have it. A complete framework for turning ChatGPT into the ultimate personal learning engine. Your machine is built, it's fueled up, and it's ready to go. So the only question left is, what skill are you going to master first?